guys, big breaking news coming out when it comes to nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom. China sends naval ships to American waters as US president ramps up military pressure on Venezuela. China has dispatched a naval hospital ship to the South Pacific and Atlantic America, regions long considered part of the U.S. strategic backyard, for a mission combining medical outreach and cultural diplomacy, according to report. Let's see what's going on here, guys. Do me a favor, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and again, thank you so much for your support. So the Red Dragon has dispatched a naval hospital ship to the South Pacific and Latin America, regions long considered part of the U.S. strategic backyard. The question is why? So the launch of this deployment, known as Mission Harmony 2025, comes as U.S. military pressure mounts on Venezuela, intensifying geopolitical tension. So this might possibly be the beginning of China getting involved in this war. Now, I truly apologize, guys, if I sound tired or sick, because I am. Last night, I couldn't sleep, and I had this headache and fever and sore throat. So, again, just pray for me. Thank you so much for your support. So, it says here, the Ministry of Defense, National Defense, announced on Friday that the hospital ship CNS Silk Road Ark departed in early September from, I'm going to skip that name, province, to embark on a 220-day global outreach. Man. Alright, so we do have a lot more information, guys. Also, today's going to be Patreon. If you guys want to tune in to the live stream, $5 a month Patreon, we get you access to our live stream. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on YouTube. That's a way to support the channel. The link to the Patreon will be in the description box. Thank you again for your support. Alright, so scheduled stops include Fiji, Tonga, Mexico, Jamaica, Barbados, Brazil, Peru, Chile, and Papua New Guinea. Now, this mission aims to strengthen friendly cooperation between China and relevant countries, Newsweek quoted the Defense Ministry as saying, adding that one of the ship's key roles is military medical exchanges and cooperation with foreign countries. All right. It says here the ship Boost facility for medical treatment, casualty, evacuation, emergency rescue, and international humanitarian outreach. The Silk Road Ark marks its first overseas deployment since being commissioned in 2024. It succeeds the Peace Ark, which earlier completed its Mission Harmony 2024, a 215-day voyage across Asia and Africa that sent records by visiting 13 countries, covering over 30,000 nautical miles, treating nearly 83,000 medical cases, and performing more than 1,300 surgeries. All right. So we are definitely seeing a lot of stuff happening in the Latin America. And today you have the National Defense, I think Pete, I think that's the name. He's in Puerto Rico. All right. In Puerto Rico, they're doing all these military training exercise. All right. So you got F-35s, you got all these stuff out there. And yeah, a lot of things are happening in Puerto Rico. Coinciding with Operation Continuing Promise 2025, a U.S. Navy humanitarian mission in the Caribbean and Central and South America aboard the USNS Comfort. The deployment highlights an unfolding naval race in global soft power projection. Now, China's ship is part of a broader U.S.-China policy contestation in Latin America and the Caribbean, where Beijing expanding political, economic, and military outreach, including suspected surveillance facilities and trade dispute surrounding the Panama Canal, has increasingly challenged Washington's traditional sphere of influence. Now, as U.S. attention turns to Venezuela with military deployments rising amid narco gang concerns, China growing naval presence so close to the U.S. shoreline signals a bold strategic gesture in a fraught region. Like I said, this is just the tip of it. This is just the tip of it. So they're going to be sending their very important help assistance. Let's say something happens. Something goes down in Venezuela. They're going to need help assistance. Give me a second here. I want to see what's going on with this one. So the Red Dragon sends Navy ship to America's doorstep. Wow. So Newsweek were the first one to put this information out. So again, the Red Dragon has deployed a naval ship to the South Pacific and Latin America, a region regarded as the doorstep of the U.S. for medical and cultural missions. Once again, China Naval Mission Code name Harmony 2025 begins as tension between the U.S. and Venezuela continue to rise. The Pentagon has deployed warships and fighter aircraft in the southern Caribbean as it steps up its war on the gangs. Now it says here, as part of its military buildup, the Red Dragon operates the world's largest navy by whole count, with more than 370 ships and submarines in service, including 3 ocean-going hospital ships assigned to the Northern, Eastern, and Southern Theater Commands. Now, the Red Dragon Navy helps Beijing expand its military presence and reach around the world. It says here, in recent years, Latin America and the Caribbean, which have long been seen as part of the U.S. sphere of influence, have witnessed the Red Dragon expansion of political, economic, and military ties and influence, including a suspected spy facility in Cuba. Now, this year, the Red Dragon and Washington have clashed over the sovereignty of the Panama Canal. And we built that thing. We built the Panama Canal, I think it was in the early 1900s, and then one of the U.S. presidents sold it for $5. I forget who it was. It might have been a left that sold it for $5. It says here, the Red Dragon Defense Ministry announced on Friday that the ocean-going hospital ship CNS Silk Road Ark would depart in the Harmony 2025 mission in early September. The Red Dragon Navy confirmed that the ship left the Red Dragon province the same day. Now, once again, you have the Red Dragon News Agency reported that the ship was scheduled to visit Fiji, Tonga, Mexico, Jamaica, Barbados, Brazil, Peru, Chile, and Papua New Guinea. Jamaica is going to be really close. Guys, we have a lot of ships out there. We have a warship. We have everything out there near Jamaica. Now, just imagine the Red Dragon heading towards Jamaica. They're going to see a lot of ships out there. The mission aims to strengthen friendly cooperation between the Red Dragon and relevant countries, the Red Dragon Defense Ministry added. Now, the Red Dragon Navy said one of the ships assigned task was military medical exchanges and cooperation with foreign countries. Here's a picture. All right. I do believe they're possibly trying to help Venezuela too. But this is a very important news here. We are seeing the first movement of the Red Dragon heading towards the Latin America. The mission also marks the first overseas deployment for the Silk Road Arc since its commissioning in 2024, according to the Red Dragon Defense Ministry. The ship, which is equipped with 300 patient beds, recently conducted a mission in the Red Dragon Sea. The previous Harmony 2024 mission was assigned to the hospital ship CNS Peace Ark, which visited 13 countries in Africa and Asia during its 215-day voyage between June 2024 and January 2025, treating 82,980,000 people and performing 1,392 surgery, the Red Dragon State media reported. Man. This is also happening too. The British aircraft carrier emerges on Russia's eastern flank. We've seen a lot of deployments going on out there in multiple seas. And I just posted a video not too long ago. One of Russia submarines carrying nuclear out in the Pacific. It says here the deployment of the Silk Road Arc follows a similar mission by the U.S. Navy hospital ship, USNS Comfort, which was deployed between May 30th and August 17th for the Continuing Promise 2025 mission in the Caribbean and Central and South America. It says here, the Comfort treated 12,616 people and performed 242 surgery across 6 countries, demonstrating the U.S. Navy's commitment to global health and humanitarian aid, according to the U.S. Department of Defense. So it says here, the Red Dragon China Defense Ministry said in a news release on Friday, the mission aims to strengthen friendly cooperation between the Red Dragon and relevant countries, offer more public safety resources to the international community, and further advance the concepts of a community with a shared future for mankind and a maritime community of shared future. Now, the Red Dragon Navy wrote on X on Saturday, commissioned in April 2024 with the hull number A67 CNS Silk Road Arc, is charged with tasks including medical treatment and evacuation of casualty at sea, international humanitarian medical services, emergency rescues, and response to major disaster, and military medical exchange and cooperation with foreign countries. We're about to see huge biblical war in multiple seas pretty soon. It says here, it remains to be seen how the U.S. military will respond to the Red Dragon naval deployment in Latin America and the Caribbean. That's what I'm saying. Jamaica is like the closest one. They're going to make a stop out there in Jamaica. In Jamaica, that's where all the U.S. warships are at. Give me a second here. All right. So this is all the information. The Red Dragon sends Navy ship to America's doorstep. Now, it is international water. It is international water. So they are entitled to be there too. Just like we have warships out there in the South China Sea, we got a lot. We're talking about a lot. The Red Dragon, and they do have every right to be in international water around this region. All right, but I do believe that this is going to lead to something pretty soon. Yeah, it seems like this is all the information here, guys. What are your thoughts? Leave comments down below. And, oh, hold on. I want to show you something really quick. I think I saved it. Give me a second here. Where is it? Where is it? Give me a second here, guys. And I know I share a lot of stuff, but for some reason It seems like X is not saving it. Oh, here we go. Okay. So, the U.S. Secretary of Defense. So, the U.S. Secretary of Defense, War, Mr. Pete, and the chairman of the Joint Chief of Staff, General Dan, arrived earlier today in Puerto Rico as the buildup of military assets continues as the island and the southern Caribbean of the coast of Venezuela. All right, so they're not out there to get empanada or listen to Despacito. They're out there because they're preparing for a huge military biblical war out there in Venezuela. So this is a very important news update. Puerto Rico is seeing a lot of military buildup, and it's just a matter of time when things start hitting the fan. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if Donald's going to give the green light to strike Venezuela. We're just going to have to wait and see. But this is all the information. Again, guys, please share the video. If you can, please pray for me. This was a very hard video to do with, again, massive headache and feel like 100 degrees, temperature and sore throat. But again, thank you so much for the prayers. And I do have a Patreon coming up later today. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Till next time later. Peace.